Back with another video, Bad News Brown. And I want to talk about a recent police shooting that just took place. You may have heard of it. Sonya Massey, R.I.P, was brutally murdered by sheriff deputies in Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, after she called the police concerned about a prowler outside. What a shame. Now, was this murder accidental? No. It was blatant murder. I'm just going to keep it straight up. It was blatant murder. It was no reason for him to even arm himself. The lady was no threat. She called them. And I just want to say this, y'all. And y'all wonder why groups like the Black Panther Party existed. And when we look at this ain't an isolated situation. And that's the problem. It's been happening for decades now. And this is another thing, and this is one of the problems with the whole policing issue. Many issues, but the policing issue that we're talking about, the simple fact that you got racist cops, and the thing it's discretionary. Now, if she was white, chances are wouldn't nothing happen to her. And we all know this. So I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody. And that's what I mean by discretionary. These police officers pick and choose who they want to shoot to kill. Even, and I said this before, even if the so-called person is armed with a knife or a stick, you can shoot them in the leg. I don't want to hear that, oh, we're trained just to kill. And all that is a sham. I'm going to keep it 100. Even the FBI said that police forces across America being infiltrated by white supremacist groups. Even in LA, the police got gangs. And they get their stripes by killing civilians, African American civilians. So this is definitely a big problem, a real big problem. And when you look at this, like I said, all these racist police, and racism is the big issue. And I look at it like this, that's like shooting all of us. Because it could have been any one of us. Regardless. Did you just see that? He didn't care about no video cam, no nothing. It was like as soon as he got the opportunity, he was going to shoot her. So imagine this police pull you over on a dark road on a late night for a ticket or something. Or not even on a late night, just anywhere where there's no eyes or ears. And that's the thing. Anything they feel they can get away with it, they gonna do it at their discretion. And that's the big problem. And you know what's a problem? Even when the feds say it's a problem, with the police forces across the U.S. being infiltrated by these white supremacist groups. And even if they not part of no group, they racist. I don't care what nobody say, they racist. There was no reason, there wasn't no accident. He didn't feel threatened. There's no excuse for that. Now, it's a lot more I would definitely like to say, but this beyond the scope of YouTube. So I'm going to try to keep it, I'm going to stay cool as possible about this. But this is real troubling. This is real upsetting. Again, I look at that. And condolences to her family, condolences to that sister R.I.P. And that could have been any one of us, male or female. And it will be if something is not done. And the police definitely was arrested quickly. And I see a lot of people are getting in. And I don't want to say that they're using this as a token or whatnot. But I'm hearing that the DOJ is getting involved, everybody getting involved, which they should. But seriously, it should be no problem with washing this boy up at the very least. And again, man, it wouldn't surprise me if he don't even make it that far. Because this is just blatant murder, man. Blatant murder. This ain't, nah. Again, ain't no damn excuse. We got politicians and lawmakers and officials getting involved. Certain people hollering reform. I don't even know what that means. I've been hearing that word a lot over the years, the past, reform. I'm not sure what that means. And again, this is where the Black Panther Party came into play. They dealt with these issues head on. And I remember hearing not too long ago a few of these YouTube personalities when they talking about so-called black gangsters, and y'all don't take it to the police, and y'all don't take it to the Zimmermans and all that. Rightfully so, what they saying, but the Black Panther Party did. They put their money where their mouth was. And for all those talking about, oh, that was back then, it's no need. What the hell is you talking about? We're dealing with the same issues as you see. So y'all can miss me with all that. As long as it's going to be oppression and racism, the Black Panther Party, and when I say that, I don't mean that necessarily the actual group calling themselves that, but just that whole type of thinking is going to exist. And the Black Panther Party is going to exist as well. Because it, again, like I said, man, they dealt directly with these issues. Point number 7, police brutality. That's just simple, blatant murder. So, again, man, and I always say this, the burden of proof is on the government to prove y'all not racist. And y'all not cutthroat. I'm just going to put it like that. And again, this is, you can't really say this is an isolated situation, because this is happening time and time again. So, what could be done about that? Well, it's really, for one, quit hiring racist people who carry their racist biases on their job, basically. And for one, I ain't going to get into the whole reason why the police even exist. I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm going to give y'all a clue. The police is here to protect property, not people, last time I checked. Now, I know I'll be busy and stuff, so I ain't checked in a minute, but last time I checked, they was here to protect property, not people. But again, it goes back to the whole discretionary, meaning it's at their choice. So again, when they pull you over, or for one, it's at their choice even to decide to pull you over, which of course, the whole driving while black. But in this situation, she called them for assistance. And what do they tell us? You in trouble, call the police. So what do y'all say about that? Like, for real. This is just a blatant, man, this is, racism ain't even a word. I can't even think of the word. But this is just, man, this is for real unacceptable. This ain't good, y'all. And again, man, this, unfortunately, they doing this as we see. So y'all let me know what y'all think need to be done. Because again, that whole reform word, I'm not exactly sure what that means. What, more body cameras? They had the body cameras. And fortunately, the other officer had his camera going. And again, I ain't really researched to see if any of these officers made a statement or whatnot. But I wonder what was going through that other officer's mind. Or was he a racist as well? But it don't appear that way. I'm not sure. And then, over 2 minutes before they gave her medical assistance. So basically, they was kind of trying to cover their tracks. But you can't at this point because the camera was rolling. But again, more body cameras, that's not going to necessarily solve the issue. Definitely would help. So I'm not saying nay to that, but it got to be a lot more done than just that. a whole lot more. Quit hiring racist people. It's that simple. Or just dysfunctional people. And that goes to the thing. Any idiot that can pass what they call a little test, a little exam, can be a police. So you got a lot of degenerate, racist people all across the world. Yeah, all across the world now becoming police, because now I'm hearing they giving, as you see, they give anybody a badge and a gun. For the most part, they give anybody a badge and a gun if you fit a certain demographic, I'm gonna say. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you got police all walks of life, but y'all know where I'm getting at. A lot of low life from these racist areas is getting in badges, and they out here terrorizing the citizens. So definitely something need to be done. But again, this is where the Black Panther Party came into play. So I'm eager to see what they're going to do about all this and with this so-called reform. And this is just more proof on how the government is failing us. Because I can't put this as no isolated individual. Yeah, that crooked officer did that, but he represents a collective body of crooked officers. And the crooked officers seems to be the majority. Because people say, well, not every cop is bad, and every cop ain't bad. But the majority, and where's these good cops? Y'all, but they don't want to break the code or whatever, when y'all knowing what's going on. So y'all need to say a whole lot more. Like, for real. Other than that, y'all, hey, you know what they say, if you don't do nothing, you basically an accessory. You there, you see it, if you're not stopping it, you must be an accessory. So think about that. Even if you see this and you happen to be a peace officer, you need to don't be an accessory. And don't be discretionary on your job. Do your job, but don't be discretionary. And you know what I mean by discretionary. Don't pick and choose. But again, this all comes from the top down. So that whole reform thing, again, that ain't, hey, we'll see. But this is where the Black Panther Party stood alone. Again, they strictly address these issues that we constantly being subjected to over the years. I don't care what nobody say. And honestly, that seems to be the only approach that worked to an extent. Again, the burden of proof is on y'all. So for all those we don't need that. What do you mean? We dealing with the same issues. What are they going to do? They ain't solving the problem. So we need to solve the problem. And again, I would say a lot more, but I'm not. And it ain't even really about necessarily me and how I feel about this. It's really just, man, my condolences to that sister, man. That is cold. I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry for her family. We need to do something. Again, we need to do something, and that's where the party came into play. I can't say that enough. And I just really want to know how everybody feel, like especially other police officers. Like I damn near want to just start going at the police, like, man, how do y'all feel about that shooting? Like you being the police, knowing that was blatant, like what the hell do you got to say about that? Because in a way, that puts y'all in danger. And what if somebody just start taking it to y'all? What if the people just start doing that to y'all? Y'all wouldn't like that. That was an innocent woman. So what if y'all start getting ambushed? That wouldn't be cool. And no, I ain't advocating all that. So the peoples, if you're watching, nah, you ain't getting me like that. But no, seriously though, I want to know what the hell y'all gotta say about that. I don't know, but that's something I'm really eager to see what they gotta say about that. Like a straight up go up to their ass, man. What y'all gotta say about that? You as a police, and I'm talking about any police, all of them. I don't care what race, but you a police, and I really want to get. I'm probably gonna get their honest opinion, but I just really want to know what come out their mouth. A lot more need to be done. I can go real deep. I can get real political on the top down to even what's causing all this, to what's spawning this type of racism. Like the Panther said, it's point number 7. You want an immediate end to the police brutality, the murder of black and oppressed people, the murder of anybody. Y'all just killing people, but again, black and oppressed people, because that's who is being targeted. So I really want to know y'all thoughts out there. I kind of already know. Usually see when you hear a past police shootings from George Floyd, even Trayvon, and it's always somebody to say, oh, well, he was reaching, or he did, or maybe he did. No. What y'all got to say about this? But again, in my opinion, they harried up because this is an open and closed case. He kind of fronted them off, talking about the police and the other races, so they can't protect him. It was too blatant. But again, man, and I gotta feel this way because it keep going on time and again. So it seems to be a whole lot of people and entities and associations in cahoots. And if I'm wrong, prove it. Because so far, y'all ain't been proving shit other than what I'm saying. So if y'all saying I'm wrong, for all those again who believe there's no need for a Black Panther Party or a Black Panther Party approach to the same issues that's plaguing us, prove me wrong. Y'all can't y'all, huh? Can you? You can't. I mean, I wish you could, but you can't. And so here we are. Time and again, another blatant, brutal murder of an African American person, a person of African descent. Just a blatant murder, y'all. The video is out there. I'm not gonna show it, but this just blatant, and it's real. This is real sad, and definitely something needs to be a whole lot done. Other than a typical lip service. Yeah, definitely we gonna, bury the police. Oh yeah, definitely that. But no, it need to be something more than that. He's not the only thing that needs to be buried. I'm gonna put it like that. There's a lot of things that needs to be done away with. And for all those political folk out there, dude, because it's about to be the presidential debate, man. It's been taking place under all presidencies, whether Democrat or Republican. So it's bigger than that. I don't want to hear about that. Oh, if so-and-so's in office, he wouldn't. So, nah. Again, like I said, this is blatant. So you got everybody speaking on it. And again, I don't want to say that they using this as an opportunity, because it's so blatant, something got to be done. Like what the hell, man? You're just going to shoot her like that? So, yeah, we're going to shoot you. We're going to do more than shoot you. And again, like I said, man, I want to say a lot more, but it is definitely beyond the scope of YouTube. I'm really just here to inform y'all and give y'all a little more insight and kind of give you to think on the type of approach moving forward that we need to have as a people when dealing with racism as a whole, but in particular within the police force, and really isolating and doing away with it. And I'm going to put that lightly. And of course, that's easier said than done, but it needs to be done. My condolences, rest in peace to the sister. Had to do a brief moment of silence. But yeah, y'all, again, man, this is not cool. This is right. This is unacceptable. And something seriously needs to be done. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to me, Bad News Brown. Rest in peace, Sonya Massey.